Now to tonight's Capitol Watch, where a bill introduced by Representative Dan Boren has firearm owners and gun control supporters in a shootout. The bill suggests a study into firearm microstamping. News on 6 anchor Tara Vreeland explains what microstamping is and the pros and cons of the technology. New at 9. Tara?
Jennifer, supporters say microstamping would help law enforcement track bullet cartridges back to the weapon. Opponents in Oklahoma say it's another shot at gun control and their Second Amendment rights.
They would take the gun.
Firearm microstamping is new technology.
Tools, but what I'll do is inside this mechanism is a firing pin that's spring-loaded. And I don't know if you can reach it, but right in here the firing pin comes out and engages the bullet. What they'll do is they'll take the firing pin out and they'll engrave in that firing pin so every time it hits that bullet, it leaves the marks on that bullet.
Guns do not currently have this pin, but they could, and it could even be mandatory for guns to be retrofitted for the piece.
Yeah, it would be nice to have the ability for law enforcement to find the bad guys. Bad guys probably aren't going to use those weapons.
Representative Dan Boren introduced the bill, which would require a study on microstamping. The study would determine whether or not microstamping is cost-effective. Gun control supporters say police could pick up the empty cartridges left at a crime scene and run the stamp in a database.
Basically, that's what they would find on a crime scene. Be able to take this and use that micro etching to find out what gun this came from.
The database would then link the bullet to the crime and the gun owner, which supporters say could help investigators solve crimes. But Medlock Firearms manager Brad Wells says not so fast.
If you were a criminal, why use a firearm that you know is going to come back to you? Most guns that are used in crimes are stolen firearms.
Wells says although the casing is traced back to the gun, that does not mean it's traced back to the criminal.
They could come to a gun range like this one and pick up a handful of bullets.
And revolvers don't even eject bullet cartridges.
Bottom line is, it's just a way to keep the citizens law-abiding, and bad guys aren't going to care one way or another.
The National Rifle Association supports the microstamping study. The bill was introduced in July and is still in its first stages. Tara Vreeland, the News on 6 tonight.